There's a reason I need you all to get out and vote. No more excuses. If you can get up, buy weed, and go to McDonald's, you can get up and vote. Especially niggas. I'm being real. By voting, you're making a motherfucking stand. Just because Tim and Jennifer's in office doesn't mean shit. It took me 8 years to come up with a change, and goddammit, it still didn't really change shit. But I tried to change things the best way I can, and if you vote today, you can try just as well as I did to change shit. For the better. For your baby mama, your side bitches, and all your hoes. If you don't go out and vote, then you lost the right to complain. But if you do vote, you my nigga.
Shalom, everyone, and welcome Black to Aboriginal. So nice of you to stop by. I got a little bit of information I want to share with y'all. I want to give y'all the inside track on what these heathen people didn't want you to know when you was in school and they were saying that you were slaves, like we just popped out of the air and were slaves. But I'm about to let you know now, it was a little deeper than that. Melanated people are marked as indigenous, for only dark people can be aboriginal, meaning made from the primordial creator. The races of the colonizers, however, are manufactured. A race made specifically from the limitations of human error. And with that limitation, what develops is a man embodied by the nature of the beast. Yes, a living creature of the wild, dog-eat-dog world at the core of its being. However, let's go back all the way to the time of Alexander the Great, who was summoned, then commissioned to hunt down a real-life giant named MAGOG and his family, the Khazarians. To fully understand how the Americas got into this position, you have to know the difference between the English Europeans and the people whom you know as Europeans, because the fair races dwelling in Europe today aren't the original people indigenous to that land. And even though that entire area is Gentile lands, nations under Noah had to respect a pact never to take another brother's land. In the mountains of the Caucasus, MAGOG was sealed up along with his lineage. Alexander the Great wished to rid the world of this cursed lineage. It was known throughout the lands of the Gentiles that MAGOG and his lineage were flesh eaters, and they killed and ate the flesh, drank the blood. However, the cursed sons of Cain were prophesied to escape and cause the fall of all men across this world. Since the days of MAGOG, a carefully orchestrated plot has been in effect to infiltrate and assimilate all of the indigenous people so that they would all become this type of Caucasian. It started with this hominid Neanderthal assimilating itself into the human races. The Caucasian owes its heritage to a takeover of the original melanated people. The true Caucasians were killed. After killing off the Celts, pushing out the Moors, pushing out the Turks, they began to fight amongst each other. That was World War I. But let's go back. But whom are these people that come from the Eurasian steppes of the Caucasus Mountains? Well, two of them are the Burgundians and the Franks that attacked the Celts, who were indigenous to Europe. And after they killed them, they became Frenchmen. And just when you think these indigenous people have had enough, the Visigoths and Vandals went into Spain and exterminated the indigenous people. The remaining pale people now, they're Germans. All of them are Germans now, regardless to what hybridized name they use. They are all Germans. Europe and Africa are the land of the Gentiles. Regardless of complexion, their family, Moors included. Conquered, however, these pale Gentiles escaped the prison Alexander constructed for them with the sole purpose of world conquest. And even the most meek of the pale race will always, knowingly or unknowingly, facilitate their elite's chain of command to destroy in a manner of warfare the dark races of indigenous people across the lands. However, America is the homeland of the indigenous people known as Hebrews, a special people. Truth of the matter is we fight against principalities of evil in the embodiment of creatures that are not human, but a kind of man. They expeditiously infiltrate races of men to assimilate the dark of complexions into their own narcissistic fold, and warmongering has never stopped since the caves of the Caucasus and the escape of the pale races, the Kaiser. And why is the documented heathens Shem land so small? This is the only lineage that had a so-called small land to live on, and it was their favorite lineage. This is the heart of the deception though, because at no point in the apocalyptic or any other text does it say Shem land was connected to the land of the Gentiles. Turtle Islands, North-South America, was the allotted land for Shem and his family, Jacob, Arpachshad, and the rest of the Hebrew people. Aboriginals were the owners of all lands prior to the invasion of the Khazarian races. These barbarians had extreme customs and lifestyles, so in fact that walls were erected to keep these people out. However, when they did escape, the result was immediate assimilation of China and the pale skin trademark. The origins of the people known as Native American, or also the face of the Mexicans in today's time, is Siberian, and they used to be Negroes, ironically. The heathens spread as hordes of killers descended down on the dark-complected people of East Asia, doing what they always set out to do: conquer, eradicate, then assimilate. And the Chinese built that wall to protect them from the hordes of Scythians that were barbarians. They had ruthless customs that later would be used to describe the darker races. These hordes assimilated the Aboriginal Chinaman and woman through ethical cleansing of the race, but some ran to the East Asian islands. The Beringia theory is based on this reality, and these are the people who came across the Bering Strait and coincided with the Aboriginal Negroes of America. The people responsible for these horrible chains of events practice evil, and they are the same people who want you to worship Jesus. They are the same people who want you to think you're from Africa and that you came over here on a slave ship. These people are compulsive liars. We have always been here in America. And these are the same people who want you to believe that this is the face of an Indian. Whom are these people? Would I simply say this: judge a people by their fruits. By their fruits, what they have to offer you from it. What do these people have to offer you, copper-colored Aboriginal?